morning, everyone. This is our 2-minute warning, so if everyone could please get to your seats. Will everyone please stand? Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today for this commencement ceremony of the Austin Fire Department's 131st Cadet class. I'm Battalion Chief Matt Holmes, and I supervised our training academy while these cadets were there. I will be your master of ceremonies for today. On March 29th, 2021, these men and women came together from a variety of backgrounds and communities to undergo the intense training required to become an Austin firefighter. 28 weeks later, these individuals you are about to meet have succeeded in their goal. They have met our rigorous physical, mental, and ethical standards and will now have the privilege and responsibility of serving as an Austin firefighter. Would you please rise for the presentation of the colors, the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner sung by Sebastian Olave from our Wellness Division, and the invocation. The Austin Fire Department's Honor Guard will now present the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail, while then by the vast gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I will now ask John Weller, who is not only a retired Austin Fire Department captain, but is also Director of Community for Christ the King Presbyterian Church, to deliver this morning's invocation.
If you would like, please bow your heads and let us pray. Holy and gracious God, you are the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. You are the one to whom many cry out to in desperate times of trouble. Holy God, you are the source of our courage. You are the source of our steadfastness. Lord, these men and women are taking upon themselves a mantle of responsibility. They are ones who will stand up and help our neighbors. They are those who are eager to answer your calling on their lives and say, "Here I am, send me." Oh God, today I pray for your blessings on each member of this, the Cadet Class 131 of the Austin Fire Department. Heavenly Father, protect them as they answer the call. Help their families to understand their struggles. Help our community to trust them. Help their officers to lead them. Help their fellow firefighters to accept and train them. Most of all, mighty God, protect them as they run towards danger. Give them the wisdom and clarity of knowledge in their own ministry of mercy. And Lord, be with them and their loved ones as they stand up here today and say, "Here I am, send me." We ask for these things in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commencement ceremony for the 131st Cadet class is officially in session. Please be seated. On behalf of the Austin Fire Department and Fire Chief Joel G. Baker, I would like to thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. I'd also like to extend a special thanks to the Great Hills Baptist Church and their staff for the use of this facility and the support of this ceremony. Today is a celebration of the hard work, dedication, and achievement of the men and women seated here. They have succeeded in completing the most intense, rigorous fire training academy in the nation. Today is also a time to acknowledge the family members and friends who have provided the care and support that have been critical to making this academy's dreams, or these cadets' dreams, of becoming an Austin firefighter a reality. This is your day as well. At this time, I would like to recognize the members of our executive team. Please hold your applause until they are all introduced. Fire Chief Joel G. Baker. Assistant Chief Richard Davis. Assistant Director Dr. Ronell Paulson. Assistant Chief Andre De La Reza. Assistant Chief Brandon Wade. Division Chief Tony Hayden. Division Chief Andre Jordan. Division Chief Thayer Smith. Compliance Program Manager Jennifer Heatley. And Public Information and Marketing Manager Michelle Tanzola. Thank you. I would also like to take this time to recognize the backbone of the Ed Services Division, our training staff, our civilian staff. That would be our technical writer, Magali Pipers, administrative specialist, Cindy Gordon, and our program coordinator, Caroline James. Thank you. And I would finally like to introduce some special guests who have joined us here today. Mayor Steve Adler, City Manager Spencer Cronk, and Local 975 Austin Firefighters Association President, Battalion Chief Bob Nix. We appreciate your attendance to demonstrate your support for these men and women as we welcome them into the Austin Fire Department. Now I'd like to ask Assistant Chief Richard Davis to say a few words about our team leaders for Cadet Class 131. Chief Davis.
Thank you, Chief Holmes. It is my pleasure to recognize our team leaders. Through their efforts, they ensure that these firefighters are ready to become members of the Austin Fire Department. The team leaders are operations firefighters who volunteered to be mentors for the cadet class and are assigned to the training division for the entire 28-week period. They spend countless hours ensuring these cadets meet the rigorous standards of the Austin Fire Department. Without their support and dedication, it is unlikely all of these cadets here today would have successfully completed the academy. Will you please join me on stage for a special presentation as I call their name? Fire Specialist Michael Killian, Firefighter Gabriela Euphemia, Firefighter Stephen Medina, Firefighter Michael Posey, and Firefighter Ryan Sartain. As a small token of our appreciation for your commitment to this class and to the mission of deeds, not words, for the entire training division, it is my pleasure to present you with this plaque in recognition of your service. Thanks to all of your team leaders and training staff for demonstrating how mission goes beyond our name.
Thank you, Chief Davis. Now I'd like to ask Captain Elizabeth Donaldson from our Cadet Academy to come forward. Captain Donaldson.
Thank you, Chief Holmes. I'd like to invite Lieutenant Kentaro Inovejas up here so you can help me give out the awards for Class 131. While he's making his way up to the front, I want to take a second. Again, I know Chief Holmes thanked the family members and the support system for our cadets, but it can't be said enough that we know and recognize that you guys have made sacrifices in these last 6 months. Heck, even today, I know you took off work and you took your kids out of school, so thank you for being there for your family. And also know that a better schedule is coming. The last 6 months has been really grueling, but as they get into the shift schedule, it's going to make a big difference. But thank you for being here, truly. All right, I know that the cadets are really anxious to find out who these awards are going to go to, so I won't delay too much longer. We're going to start off with the Hammer Award. It is voted on by the team leaders. The winner exhibits outstanding effort and dedication to the job, performing at his or her highest level at all times. The winner of the Hammer Award for Cadet Class 131 is Cadet Wilson Rivas. Congratulations, Cadet Rivas. The next is the Most Physically Fit Award. It's comprised of two related concepts: general fitness, which is a state of health and well-being, and specific fitness, a task-oriented definition based on the ability to perform specific aspects of the occupation. That doesn't really describe it, though. This is a very physically demanding job, and all of these cadets are extremely fit and able and capable. But to rise above that is pretty significant, and our team leaders put them through some pretty grueling tests, if I understand. There's some definite mental fitness that goes into it. So to be called out among this entire class is pretty significant. The winner of the Most Physically Fit Award for Cadet Class 31 is Cadet Matthew Litz. Congrats, Cadet Litz. All right, next is the Best All-Around Cadet. This one's chosen by their fellow cadets. Chosen by their peers as the cadet who best exemplifies a combination of skills and qualities that are most important to our training program, and not just to our training program, but to being a firefighter as a whole, right? It's a huge compliment when a fellow firefighter says, "I'll fight fire with you." That is one of the highest compliments we can give, and that is the compliment that these fellow cadets have given to this one. The qualities that we're looking for are leadership, integrity, professionalism, initiative, hard work, dependability, and overall performance excellence. But before I announce the winner, I'd like to invite our fire chief, Joel G. Baker, to the stage for a special presentation. Chief?
Thank you, Captain. Before I do that, I want to deviate. Sometimes the fire chief gets a chance to deviate. Don't be mad at me, Zola, but I want to deviate. I'd just like to recognize all visiting firefighters, EMS, and police, law enforcement officers, other public safety officers, where you are currently working or retired, but you're here to celebrate this ceremony. Would you just please stand for a quick second, just wave your hand, please. Thank you so much for coming and share this moment with us. But if you gave a retiring firefighter the opportunity to take one piece of equipment with them, when they left their department, they would choose their helmet. People wear helmets every day for a variety of reasons. Construction workers, motorcycle riders, football, baseball players, etc. They all share a similar type of helmet, but none of these remotely resemble the fire helmet. It is the universal symbol of the fire service. Those worn by the earliest American firefighter were made of leather, but their likeness with the traditional helmets ends there. The first firefighter helmet was the stovepipe-type helmet used until 1836, when a New York City firefighter by the name of Henry Dept changed the whole design. A hat maker by trade, he invented what we now know as the traditional American helmet. It was snapped up by firefighters as soon as it hit the market. It became common to judge those who didn't wear the Dept as simply not doing their job. Since that time, changes and innovation to the original design have been rather minor. Manufacturers have tried aluminum, plastic, and even rubber. But if you ask a firefighter what kind of helmet they prefer, their answer will most likely all be the same: leather. So as a symbol of that commitment to doing the job, the winner of today's Best All-Around Award will take home this most treasure of trophies, a letter of heaven. Captain Donaldson, will you please do the honors?
Thank you, Chief. How can I stretch this out a little bit longer for you guys? The winner of the Best All-Round Award for Cadet Class 131, who, like you, Chief Baker, also came from the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department, Cadet Michael Haddad. That's a sweet lid. Nicely done, Haddad. Which brings me to the valedictorian. This is unlike the other awards. Our valedictorian knows who he is, so this is not a surprise, but it is worth mentioning that this is a very competitive race. Those are some pretty high grades that we get. So now I'd like to announce for Cadet Class 131, the award is given to the cadet with the highest overall grade point average based on both EMT and fire exams. The valedictorian for Cadet Class 131 is Cadet Angel Cisneros.
Good morning. First, on behalf of Class 131, I'd like to begin by thanking the executive staff, chiefs, TLs, firefighters, coaches, family and friends, and all in attendance. You all have had a profound impact on the cadets graduating here today. Without your dedication, love, and support, we could not have made it this far. 28 weeks ago, we embarked on a journey into the unknown. Not knowing what to expect, all I could think about was a quote from William Faulkner. You cannot swim for new horizons until you have courage to lose sight of the shore. To me, and surely the rest of all my classmates, this meant we had to leave our comfort zone and set sail for a new beginning. As I recall during orientation, I sat next to another nervous cadet. We made awkward eye contact, and he asked me, "You think this is going to be hard?" Although I didn't answer his question, I knew the months to come would push us mentally and physically. As to your surprise, it most certainly did. During those 28 weeks, we were taught not only emergency medical skills and the art of firefighting, but lifelong lessons as well. Lessons we should take to heart and never forget. Take initiative, do everything confidently, always give your best efforts, don't quit, and my personal favorite, it's only going to get hotter. It's a new tradition in the academy to earn the right to wear AFD's emblem on your chest. To earn this right, we needed to come together as a class. This is done to teach one of the most important foundations of the fire service, teamwork. Until then, your shirt remains inside out. A daily reminder that nothing is given freely and everything will be earned. Through many trials and tribulations, we finally earned the right. On that day, we were told to get into formation as quickly as possible. We all thought to ourselves, oh no, surely this can't be good. After lining up quickly, we were greeted with, so you guys still can't figure it out, huh? Nervously and frantically, we looked around trying to figure out who the odd man out was. It turns out it was all of us. It was finally time to wear shirts proudly in the right orientation. We rushed into the locker room with excitement and proudly emerged with our shirts in the right orientation. 32 cadets from vastly different backgrounds who came together and completely bought into our class creed, stand together and succeed as one. The caliber of training we received couldn't have been possible without the passion every instructor exuded for their craft. Everyone who took the time out of their day to come out to the academy and teach our class mentioned the same thing. This is the best job in the world. Chiefs, captains, lieutenants, and firefighters all who are extremely passionate about the job. We owe it to them and the citizens of Austin to continue that passion and become the best civil servants we can be. To our TLs, words cannot describe how thankful we are for your mentorship and guidance throughout the Academy. TL Killian, thank you for your inspiring presence and voice of reason. It is apparent that you truly do care about the future of this department. You've dedicated your time with 4 cadet classes to mentor and guide. We are truly grateful. TL Posey, thank you for your humor and stern but fair expectations. You taught us to be quick, diligent, and to always be prepared for the unexpected, qualities that make great firefighters. TL Medina, thank you for your words of advice. You always motivated us to do better and show us that we could push further and further. Your energy and enthusiasm really made the difference. TL Euphemia, thank you for always conveying strength and dedication to us. Without fail, you were always available to help and made sure we were taken care of no matter how big the request. You set the standard for us and make it apparent what a strong, confident firefighter looks like. TL Sartain, thank you for your positive attitude, always having a smile on your face and showing dedication to the job. Listening to you speak about your passion for the job was always inspired and fired us up. We'd also like to thank you for showing us that upper body workouts did in fact exist in the Academy. Now for Class 131. I'm proud to say that I've gained 31 brothers and sisters in these short 28 weeks. It has been a breathtaking experience, to say the least. We pushed and fought so hard to get to this point. A great accomplishment, yes, but we aren't done. We've merely scratched the surface. It is our duty to carry this momentum, dedication, and can-do attitude straight into probation. It is also incumbent on us to make everyone who invested their time and energy proud. Wear that name on your chest proudly and show everyone what you're made of. I challenge us to keep pushing, break boundaries, and sail further and further towards new horizons. I'd like to conclude this speech with a short but powerful quote from a firefighter who inspires me. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Aaron Fields. Stay uncomfortable, my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Donaldson and Lieutenant Inoveas. It is now my great pleasure to welcome the mayor for the city of Austin, the Honorable Steve Adler, who would like to say a few words. Mr. Mayor.
So by way of apology for not standing when I was introduced, or the long walk across the stage, I want you to know that a little over a week ago I was earning mega dad points by wake surfing with my girls. Not a very pretty sight. And the brace from my hip to my ankle today is the reward for that pursuit. Please don't tell my surgeon that I'm here today with you guys. But it is important that I'm here with you, because I'm here to say thank you on behalf of an incredibly grateful city and an incredibly grateful city council. You know, it's every year for the last almost 10 years, I've joined the firefighters at the Buford Tower on 9/11 to honor those in your profession that have given everything to keep their communities safe, and to recognize that the dedication and the effort and the promise of that protection lives every day in the continuing work of the firefighters in our community. There is no greater charge for a city or a community than to provide for the safety of the people that live in that community. There is no greater responsibility that falls to anyone beyond the responsibility that gets laid on your shoulders today. It's a big deal. It's important. And I want you to know how appreciated you are. I direct those comments to you as cadets. I also reiterate them to Chief Baker, to your executive staff, to the firefighters that are in this room. In my 7 years as mayor of this city, I've had the opportunity and the privilege to watch the emergency work that our firefighters do. We had a bomber in the city. We've had flooding in the city. The emergency work you do when somebody needs help and you arrive with the promise and expectation of protection is immense. But the work of the firefighters in this community includes not only that, but goes so far beyond that. It was the firefighters that were the backbone of our community being able to get vaccine injections into everyone in our community that was ready to step forward, to get the testing to people in our community when that was such a desired and important function. It is in the almost everyday work that the firefighters do, for which this community is so much in debt. You know, most recently, earlier, we had the winter storm and the power outage here in Austin. And there was need that was so great, and so many people in so many places without power, without water, without food. The truth is that the demand was so great and the system so broken up that it was a real challenge to begin to reach to and to touch everybody in this community. And into that stepped our firefighters as volunteers to step in and help fill that void and that gap. Some of the most creative, protective work that was done by firefighters in jury-rigging systems and pumps in order to be able to get water to people that desperately needed it. I remember watching in great surprise KXAN News live when Battalion Chief Nix gave his cell phone number to the entire community. I can't imagine the hundreds of calls that he immediately got, but I know that he got them. I am here today to say thank you. Thank you for volunteering and applying for this job. Thank you for the 28 weeks of really hard, rigorous work that you have gone through. Thank you for the promise, for the protection, for the safety and security and peace of mind that you are giving to 1 million people in Austin. Thank you to the parents and to the families, because I know parents and families of firefighters, and not always an easy thing to do or a place to be. But the sacrifice that these folks are making, you're making together with them, and I want to say thank you for that as well. On behalf of an incredibly thankful city and city council, thank you for what you're doing, and congratulations for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We greatly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with us this morning. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome our city manager, Mr. Spencer Cronk. He'd like to say a few words. Mr. City Manager.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Mayor and Chief Baker and the executive staff. It's a pleasure to be here with you this morning. Good morning, cadets. Congratulations. As has been said, you have been through one of the most rigorous academies in the country, and you are ready. But that also means you will be tested. But over the last several weeks, the way in which you have formed the relationships among your class will get you through those hard times. As you have said, you have become a family. These are your brothers and sisters. And you have been supported by your own family, your support family who is with you day in and day out as you have chosen this very honorable profession. And what I wanted to do this morning is talk a little bit about a broader family. Not only have you chosen this family of your class, but you've become now a family within the fire department. We are also a family within the city of Austin. During my time, I have been so impressed and honored to see how our firefighters work across city departments, not just with public safety departments, with the police departments and the EMS department, but with our parks department, our watershed department. So many areas that help ensure that we are a coordinated network that is in service to our residents. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what badge we are wearing. We care about the protection and safety of our community, and I couldn't be more honored to be a part of the men and women that serve in the city of Austin. But we are also family of a community that looks out for each other. The mayor mentioned the winter storm, and we saw during that time that neighbors were helping neighbors, that people looked after each other, and that is the spirit of who we are in Austin and what I have been so proud of to see and witness during the most challenging times. So I just want to encourage you to not only look at each other today as your new formed family within your class, the family that you're becoming as part of the Austin Fire Department, the city of Austin as an organization, but this entire community is now embracing you as their family. I want to thank you for choosing this profession. I look forward to working with you and supporting you through the good times and the challenging times. But today is a moment of celebration, and I want to congratulate you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to be with us this morning. I'd like to welcome to the stage our keynote speaker for this morning's ceremony, Austin Fire Department Battalion Chief Bob Nix, who is also the president of Local 975 of the Austin Firefighters Association. Chief Nix.
Well, time to turn this thing down a little bit. So, Chief Baker was gracious enough to let me speak before this group today, and I appreciate that, Chief. My first keynote speech ever, and I'm certain that after he reviews the poise and the content and delivery of the speech today, he will never let me do this again. But thanks, Chief. Thanks all the same. Cadets, I want you to stay down, seated, please, but I'd like everyone else to stand and applaud for the graduates, please. Everybody up and applaud. These graduates, you can be seated. These graduates certainly earn our praise, for these fine women and men are graduating from one of the most difficult and challenging academies in the nation, and are about to begin a career in life full of service for others. The Cadet Academy is chock full of academic and skill standards, all of which are meaningless unless we dedicate ourselves to truly serving the citizens we're sworn to protect. And each and every cadet, soon to be a probationary firefighter, have learned much about service to others by being served by others while they were attending this academy. The truth be told, is the only way these cadets got through the academy. None of these fine men and women graduating today would be before us if not for the sacrifice and service of their friends and family. Graduates, please rise and applaud your family members for the service they did to you during this hard time. Please rise and applaud. Cadets, up, applaud. Your family, applaud your family. Stay rising and applauding. Applaud your team leaders and your AFD Training Academy for the service to you. Applaud your chief, your command staff, and all the excellent men and women who came before you. Your council members, your mayor, your city manager. It's all one great team that got you here today. You can be seated. Well, you guys follow commands well. That's good. And I hope you realize that it was the service of others, of many whom you'll never know, that built this fine organization for you so that you can provide for your families and serve the Austin community. Many of the stories of the greats before us have been forgotten, but you are here because you stand on their shoulders. You are inheriting a great and honorable legacy, which you have done nothing to earn yet, but you will. And as you begin to earn and add to this great legacy of being an Austin firefighter, you will learn that service is not about you. It's about something much bigger and much more rewarding than you can ever imagine this part of your career. As a probationary firefighter, you're entering a high-stakes job that's physically demanding. You'll be working in high-stress situations under compressed time frames where the lives of your coworkers and the citizens are on the line each and every day. You will hold one of the most honorable positions in society, a civil servant, to serve others by protecting life and property. At times, the stress of this job will be too much, so be kind to each other and take care of each other. At times, the physical demands of this job will be too great, so prepare each and every day like your life depends on it, because it does. Make sure you check your equipment every day, for if you become complacent and you're not ready to respond, others will needlessly suffer. It's just that important what you do. You must do it right every day, all the time, or you're not doing your job as a firefighter. After 35 plus years of service in the job, I will give you what I believe to be the most important advice of all. When times get tough, and they will, don't become dark-hearted. Count your blessings and seek strength from your fellow firefighters and your family. Make sure no matter what you're going through, never stop caring. Care for your job, care for your family, care for your coworkers, care for your citizens and your profession. The rudiment of service is caring. And when you care, it's not about you anymore. It's about others. And when we are in service of others, we become our better selves. And only then will you earn and add to the great legacy of being a firefighter. I envy you. I truly do. So many difficult challenges in front of you. So many great stories to be written. I look back on my career with great joy. And as I look upon you all as new probationary firefighters, my wish for you is at the end of your careers, you can look into the audience like I am right now upon you, and with great confidence see that the future of this great fire department is bright. You're about to enter the arena now. It's time for you to shine. Please do not let the firefighters down that came before you. And please do not let the firefighters down that will come after you. Make your legacy count. Make us proud. I'm sure you will. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Nix. And now the moment these men and women have been working toward for the past 28 weeks, the pinning of the Austin Fire Department badge and the oath of office. Members of the 131st Cadet class, in just a few moments, you will officially be sworn in as members of the Austin Fire Department and begin the next phase of your career. Our badge should always be worn with courage, respect, and a deep humility. Your actions throughout the rest of your career will be a reflection on this badge and all of the other members of this department, retired, active, and future. Wear it with pride, defend it with honor, and always see it for what it is, as a symbol of the sacred trust between you and the community you serve. Cadets, please assemble. As I call out your name, please come to the stage with the person or persons you have selected to pin your badge. Alejandro Alvarez, pinned by brother Oscar Alvarez. Justin Ayala, pinned by Father Jesse Ayala and Mother Christy Ayala. Isaac Barnett, pinned by father and retired AFD firefighter Stan Barnett. Danny Bernal, pinned by his children Jacob and Genevieve Bernal and girlfriend Hannah Patrick. Shane Canelis, pinned by Father Satch Canelis and Mother Cindy Johnson. Craig Canapa, pinned by fiancée McKenna Fawkes and mother Carrie Korinick. Angel Cisneros, penned by nephew Caleb Esparza and mother Alma Cisneros. Clay Crandon, penned by Father Roger Crandon. Max DiGiacomo, penned by fiancée Indy Adams. Aaron Escobedo, penned by Father Ray Escobedo. Brian Flanagan, penned by daughters Audrey and Eiley Flanagan. Michael Haddad, penned by wife Brooke Haddad. Chase Hendricks, penned by wife Elena Woods. Evan Jensen, penned by girlfriend Kaylee Banajek and Father Dan Jensen. Trent Lamone, penned by Father Mike Lamone and Mother Liz Lamone. Matthew Litz, penned by son Axton Litz and girlfriend Macy Bayless. Leslie Lugo, pinned by Mother Leticia Lugo and Father Ben Lugo. Lena Mancias, pinned by wife Morgan Mancias. Kelsey Ostrander, pinned by boyfriend Ryan Guzman. Marshall Piskoric, pinned by Father Mike Simpson and wife Sarah Piskoric. Harley Preston, pinned by fiancée Natalie Castaneda. Wilson Rivas, pinned by wife Grace Rivas. George Rowland, pinned by Father Robert Rowland and Mother Dee Dee Rowland. Nicholas Salazar, pinned by Father Richard Salazar Jr. and Mother Nelda Salazar. Eric Shawless, pinned by girlfriend Sarah Frankoff. Daniel Strong, penned by wife Annalise Strong. Kevin Tate, penned by fiancee Megan Hall. Curtis Tigner, penned by mother Laura Tigner Lofton. Aaron Turcott, penned by girlfriend Rachel Liska. Christopher Warren, penned by girlfriend Lucy Gallardo. Christopher Wetzel, penned by wife Tiffany Wetzel and son Christopher Wetzel. Shane Wolf, penned by father and AFD firefighter John Wolf. There's always one. Chief Baker will now administer the oath of office.
Cadets, please stand. Raise your right hand. State your name and repeat after me. On your honor, will you be loyal to the fire service, the Austin Fire Department, your community, and your family? Will you commit to upholding the highest standards of integrity and character? Will you have the courage to hold yourself and others accountable and responsible for health, safety, training, fitness, and leadership? Will you display the courage to be safe? Will you uphold the laws, rules, and regulations of the Austin Fire Department, the City of Austin, and the community you serve? On behalf of more than 1,200 men and women of the Austin Fire Department, congratulations.
Lieutenant Inoveas, will you please lead the cadets, or should I say probationary firefighters, in reciting the Austin Fire Department's mission, vision, motto, and values?
Thank you, Chief. Class 131, what is our mission? What is our vision? The Austin Fire Department sets the standard among public safety agencies, serving the community through innovation, collaboration, law, honor, tradition, embracing inclusion, equity, and diversity for all. What is our motto? Excellence beyond our standards, service beyond your expectations. What are our core values? Integrity, respect, ownership, discipline. Probies, please be seated.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Thanks again to all the family and friends whose support and encouragement have made their journey possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal portion of our ceremony. Before you go, we have a short video to show you what our newest firefighters have been doing for the last 28 weeks. After that, and once the class is dismissed, there is a designated photo area in the lobby. For those of you who would like to have a more professional photo taken, now sit back and enjoy the inside look into the life of an Austin Fire Department cadet.
Austin Fire Department Cadet Academy and Training Division AFD Class 131, as well as one of your cadets, Kelsey Ostrander. MLC McConaughey here. Kelsey came to me asking to say a few words to you on do. I want to say congratulations. You graduated. I also want to thank you for choosing your line of work. You know, on the front lines, it takes a hell of a lot of courage and sacrifice. Best definition I've heard is you're the definition of mercy. That you put yourself in harm's way to help others you don't even know. Amen, and thank you for that. We thank you. Austin thanks you. Everyone who lives in Austin thanks you for your service. Best of luck. Make it happen. Keep making it happen. Just keep living.
Yep, that was it. That's 28 weeks. That's how rigorous that training was. No, I think we're ready to cue it up. All right, thanks.
Box time, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry up, don't be last out there, let's go.
action shot.
Probationary firefighter Lessel. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? All right. Will you please lead our newest firefighters in the Class 131 and Training Division's motto, and then dismiss this group?